Hi, welcome. My name is Abasubong Uwem. I'm a real estate consultant to help people make safe and profitable real estate investment here in Nigeria. And this is our episode 4 of Ibeju Lekki series. In this video, we'll be looking at the topic: is it safe to buy a land with an excision in process as the title document? I know you must have been seeing several properties in Ibeju Lekki, and the title document is excision in process. Now, before we look at whether it is safe to buy a land that has an excision in process as the title document, let's understand what an excision is. An excision is just a term used to say that the government has actually released a certain portion of land to the community. Now, the 1978 Land Use Act actually gave the state governor or the state government the authority to compulsorily take land from communities for developmental purpose. Now, for example, if the total plot of land in the community is 100, and the government might take 30 plots and return back 70 plot back to the community. Now, out of the 30 plots, there are some of the plot that the government might not have a specific need for those land, but they are just holding them so that maybe in the nearest future they might need the land. So out of the 30 plot, the community can still reapply to the government, telling the government to release part of this 30 plot back to them for their personal use. This process is what is called the excision process. Now, that is, the community has applied to the government for the government to release the land back to them for their personal use. Now, the question will be, since the lands have not been released, are the lands genuine? Is it genuine deal? Is it a genuine transaction? Or is it safe to buy this type of land since the government has not released this land to the community yet? The truth is, buying a property with the title document as an excision in process is risky. But there are certain things you can do to reduce the chances of losing all your money in case anything goes wrong. One is buy from a company that have a track record, that is a company that has existed for a certain period of time and they have a track record of approved estate. Now, if a company has maybe 2 or 3 estates that already have an approved excision, then it means they have the technicality and the skill to getting that estate approved. That is, getting the excision for that estate, because the process of excision is quite cumbersome. So it's not very easy to get an excision for a portion of land. The process is very, very cumbersome. And when consider other things like the Nigerian factor, then it takes people that are very skilled and technical to get an excision for a portion of land. So you have to check their track record. How many approved how many approved estate do they have? Excision? Do they have estate with approved excision? Do they have? Now, if they have up to 2 or 3, then it tells you that they have the technicality of getting an excision for that portion of land or for that estate that they are selling. 2, in case the government did not grant this excision, then they might move you to their own approved, that is the estate they already have an approved excision for. So the track record of the real estate company you're buying from is very, very important. Now, 2 is for you to do your title search. That is, you have to do your title and your survey search. You have to do your survey search to know the type of land you are buying. Now, it is not all lands that the government will actually return back to the community. There are certain land the government has designated for specific purpose. Those land will never be returned back to the community. Those land will be used for those purposes that the government has designated it for. That is, if the land was designated for construction of school or hospital, that is what the government will use it for. Anybody that is applying for excision for such land, the excision will not be granted. Now, if the land falls under the general acquisition, then if the government finds it appropriate, the government might release it. But before you move ahead to just buy, if if you find out that the land is not a committed land, you have to also verify the stage at which the process is. That is, see, there are some funny companies that will just apply for the excision. They will just apply for excision just to get the file number and so that they can sell to innocent investors. So you have to know whether they are actually pursuing the process. You have to actually know the stage at which the excision and they are in the process, not just showing you the file number because they applied for excision and did not follow up. Like I said, the process is cumbersome, so it takes technicality and skill to get an estate approved. So you have to be very sure that these people are actually pursuing this excision. So you have to know the stage at which the excision process is. Now, the third but not the least is you must ensure that the company indemnifies you. That is, and must ensure that they include a clause in the contract of sales that states that if anything should go wrong with this transaction, the company will refund you your money or they will provide somewhere else for you. So you must, without something like this, because there won't be anything that is actually pursuing them. There won't be anything that will actually make them want to apply for, that is, pursue the process of the excision, because they know if they don't get the excision, they will definitely be losing money. So you have to make sure that you are indemnified in the contract of sale. That is, there is a clause that states that your money will be refunded to you if anything should go wrong with the transaction. Now, with these three factors, you can actually mitigate the risk of losing all your money in the process of buying a land with an excision in process as the title document. The truth is, buying a land with an excision in process as the title document is a risk. So thank you for joining me today. If you have any question, kindly let me know in the comment section. And if this is your very first time of seeing my video, kindly tap on the subscription button and tap on the little bell so as to get notified whenever I post new video. If you find value in this video, kindly share it. Thank you once again.